Here's another subtitle, His Grace Continues After Mahasamadhi. In February 2007, on a visit to Delhi, Akash uncle went to have Guruji's darshan. As he was about to bow before him, before taking his leave, Guruji said, "Tu Delhi wapas aa gaya hai? Have you come back to Delhi?" He replied, "No, I am still in Bombay." Guruji pointed to another person and said that he was talking about that man. But this was indication enough for Akash uncle that he would get his long-awaited transfer to Delhi. He got his transfer orders to Delhi in the end of March 2007. He joined Delhi office after a month and moved his family to Delhi on 26 May 2007. They were fortunate enough to have his darshan a day later. On 31st May 2007, when Akash uncle came to know of Guruji's decision to leave his body, he was shattered. Returning from Bade Mandir, Akash uncle kept on thinking of the innumerable occasions when Guruji had blessed them. What will happen now? Who will take care of us? These questions crossed Akash uncle's mind and he did not have an answer. However, the one who had always answered all our demands, doubts and prayers had the answers to these questions. He was to learn this in a few days. Akash uncle had been participating in an inter-corporate business simulation competition with his team in 2005 and 2006. For 2007, the regional preliminary rounds were slated for 1st and 2nd June in Delhi. But after Guruji's Mahasamadhi, he felt he could not continue. He called up his teammates and told them that I was the much weaker person now and that they should not rely on him. One of them consoled him, saying that Guruji does not ever desert a disciple, even after leaving his own body. He, however, did not believe him because he was grief-stricken. His team somehow managed to get through the initial 4 rounds of the regional preliminaries. In the final round, they took risky decisions so that they could have a shot at the regional finals. The results came and they were told that they have not qualified. Akash uncle pulled Guruji's photograph from his pocket and said, "This is what is expected to happen now." Guruji के रहते हुए बात कुछ और थी. When Guruji was around, it was different. As Akash uncle was looking at Guruji's smiling face in the photograph, his teammate who was checking the results said that the decisions are not fed correctly into the computer. They went to the organizers and told them of the mistake. After corrections were made, they were found to have qualified for the regional finals. After that, their team did not look back and stood second in the national finals on 6 June 2007 and subsequently second in the Asia Pacific regional finals in September 2007. Guruji had just told them in no uncertain terms that he and his grace are still with them. On the personal front, Akash uncle was worried about getting admission for their son in a good school. They were trying to gain access through different contacts but to no avail. Ultimately, they remembered Guruji and asked him, "When you have given these 2 sons, why don't you get them admission in a good school?" The question was answered faster than it was asked. The children got admission in a top-class school in Delhi without any donation or political influence. When they had arrived in Delhi, they did not have a place from where his wife and they could attend their jobs and even look after their children, aged 4 and 6 years. The only way out was for his wife to get a flat within her college, but none of the residents were close to retirement and there were several lecturers senior to her. This time too, the miracle they needed occurred. A resident vacated a flat as his son found it inconvenient to travel too far off school. Who else but Guruji can make miracles happen as and when they suit the desires and demands of any member of the Sangat. Akash uncle have summarized his experiences with Guruji, his God. He closed this with his heartfelt gratitude and reference to Guruji. Om Shri Gurudevaya Namaha. May Guruji continue to shower us and all his disciples with good fortune and good sense, and may we always remain worthy of being his disciples. Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji, love you Guruji.